we have to do this together because none of us really know what this thing is. And it feels a little bit like a similar moment that we're in. I'm wondering if you can speak to, I think a lot of students right now, you're talking about fear, you're talking about, something is being done to them, we have to stop them cheating, we have to catch them, we have to come up with the tool that's going to fix this. And I'm wondering if you could just speak about what is the possibilities around co-constructing this with young people, and what is our responsibility as educators for co-constructing this with young people as we enter this new infrastructure.
Yeah, I think we need to start talking about AI with our students, that this is not something like they cringe, be like, oh gosh, I'm gonna be caught. Like, we know they are using AI. And teachers should just tell the student, I know you guys are using AI. And then let's talk about it. And the part of the motivation to create that game is, how can you make that conversation safe for students? So I was a teacher myself before. So whenever I present an idea, I tell teacher, have this conversation with your student. And then I put on my teacher hat. I'm like, oh gosh, well, what I'm gonna say? This feels really scary. And if I get it wrong, maybe student will get the wrong impression. So I think teachers need to be very honest with their students that we are figuring this out together, and through activities such as game, interactions, and to start cultivating a safe environment within their classroom, start to do that culture change. And culture change can't be done in one day with one activity, but one activity can plant a seed, and students can start to feel like, oh, I'm not here to be disciplined. Actually, I have a really great idea to use AI, and I want to tell my teacher. And so I think teacher being open to students is another really good way to signal students that we're in this together, that I'm not here to discipline and to catch you. It's important for you to know how to write that kind of essay, even though maybe AI can write it for you, but be very intentional communicating with students why this is important for you to do it, because you will not have that AI sitting with you for that examination, and that examination clearly is still important if you want to get into certain institutions. So be very intentional of what is important. Too often we give students learning activity, task, assignment, whatever that is, without being explicit with our student, why this is important. We know this is important. We know we're not asking students to useless work and waste their time, but we don't communicate that with students. So students feel like I'm just doing task completion, so I don't get into trouble. I think it's important for students to start use that language to really understand why they're doing certain things. And going back to that intrinsic motivation, meaning on purpose, it's really sad that a lot of young kids don't have a sense of meaning and purpose in their life. They're just going through school. I think that's just really, really unfortunate, because there's just so much potential opportunity for them to do great things, and we don't want them just to move through school, and we want them to be intentional of what they're doing and why they're doing this, and how they become a service to one another, not just about their individual achievement and success. Why are we doing this? Why do you want to get into U of T? Why do you want to go to Harvard? After Harvard, what do you do? One thing, having been in Harvard, what I realized is that Harvard is not the end point. Having, okay, now you're in Harvard, so what? What are you gonna do next? It's be a service to the world and to and I think that's really important. And we need to get our students to think about these institutions not the end of itself. There are important work to be done in the world. Guess what? AI can help us if you use it well.